The resurrection factor, evidence for the resurrection, section 7. This section deals with 4 of the most popular false theories. The wrong tomb theory says that the Marys and the disciples went to the wrong tomb. The hallucinations theory says that what they saw was illusions or hallucinations. The swoon theory says that Jesus just fainted and the guards did not notice. The body was stolen theory. The disciples stole the body after moving the 2-ton stone and bypassing 16 armed guards. These theories are an attempt by Satan and the enemies of the cross to discredit the resurrection. These theories are easily disproved and meaningless to those that utilize logic and reason. The following are 4 false theories invented to explain the resurrection away. Theory 1, the wrong tomb. A false theory created by Kersop Lake. He believes that the women went to the wrong tomb. They then reported the body was missing. After this, the disciples would have gone to the wrong tomb. Essentially, the 2 Marys with Peter and John would have not known where Jesus was buried. A major problem. First, the Jewish authorities were totally focused on Jesus' grave. They wanted to make sure that there were no claim to a resurrection. They had the gravestone sealed and they arranged for a Roman guard to be stationed at the tomb. Essentially, the Jewish authorities and Roman guard would not have made that mistake. Note, if the wrong tomb had been chosen, the Jewish authorities would have located the correct tomb. Then they would have produced the body, stopping any rumor of a resurrection. Theory 2, hallucinations, claims that the appearances of Jesus after the resurrection were either illusions or hallucinations. That is unsupported by the psychological principles governing the appearances of hallucinations. This theory also does not coincide with the historical situation. If the appearance of Jesus was a hallucination, then why wasn't the body produced? A.N. Sherwin White, classic Roman historian. For the New Testament of Acts, the confirmation of historicity is overwhelming. Any attempt to reject its basic historicity, even in matters of detail, must now appear absurd. Roman historians have long taken this for granted. Theory number 3, did Jesus swoon, to faint? Venturi started the theory several centuries ago. Theory: Jesus did not die, he merely fainted from exhaustion and loss of blood. The soldiers and the disciples that buried Jesus thought him dead. The amazing chain of resulting events. Later, Jesus resuscitated, then he exited from 100 pounds of grave clothes. No, without disturbing the solid 100-pound cocoon. Then Jesus, in this exhausted state, moved the huge sealed stone aside. He then bypassed these soldiers by overpowering them. Finally, he would have to agree with the lie that he was resurrected. This would make him a liar and the disciples' zealousness impossible. Theory number 4, was the body stolen? Variation 1. The body was stolen by the disciples. This would have happened while the guards slept. Note, the depression and cowardice of the disciples makes this theory ridiculous. Could the disciples attack and overpower the elite Roman guards After overpowering these 16 soldiers, they then steal Jesus' body. They lie and claim that he was resurrected. After this, the disciples all die a martyr's death for this lie. This theory would take radical faith to believe. Variation 2. The Jewish or Roman authorities moved Christ's body. If this was true, then when the disciples started preaching the resurrection, the authorities would have produced Jesus' body. They could have put it in a cart and paraded it through the streets of Jerusalem. This would have destroyed Christianity in its tracks. Final thoughts. It is amazing to see the lies that are produced to destroy the resurrection. Satan is at war with mankind. He wants every one of us to suffer with him in hell. He has no conscience or honor at all. This is the very essence of evil in its purest form. Next, resurrection is a proven historical fact. If you want to study in more depth, I have included URLs to a PDF and the desktop phone graphic studies that I put on Facebook. Let God's Word show you His truth.